Proposed HBCU budget cut from $45 billion to $2 billion by Biden administration. Black colleges have a unique history, needs, and financial challenges, said Harry L. Williams, president of the Thurgood Marshall College Fund. You see, as we are seeing that the Biden administration is showing its true colors. Okay? Can't expect much from, a person that is a descendant of slave masters. And the fact that, he's showing his true colors. What could I say? His inner slave master is showing. A new spending plan issued by Joe Biden's administration drastically reduces the budget for the historical black colleges and universities, HBCUs. According to the Associated Press, as the federal budget battle continues, the original goal of allocating $45 billion for HBCUs and the original $3.5 trillion proposal has now been cut to $2 billion. Wow. The $2 billion would be used toward educational programs and infrastructure for black colleges. However, the total would be reduced to competitive grant funding as opposed to direct allocations, reported the Associated Press. President Roderick L. Smothers of Philander Smith College, a small private HBCU in Little Rock, Arkansas, shared how institutions such as his would have benefited from the larger amount, allowing them to expand their programs for the student body, 81% of which are low income. Democratic Representative Bobby Scott of Virginia, leader of the United States House Education Committee, member of the Congressional Black Caucus, said the draft of the bill includes $27 billion for student aid at HBCUs and other institutions providing higher education for minority populations. We like to do as much as we can, said Scott. I'm not satisfied. I'm not satisfied with anything in the budget that's within our jurisdiction. Harry L. Williams, president of the Thurgood Marshall College Fund, disagrees with the grouping HBCUs with minority services colleges and universities. Black colleges have a unique history, needs, and financial challenges, he said. Historically, black colleges and universities should be separated as a protected class of institutions because, like the black community, our experience in the United States of America is a unique experience, added Kevin Cosby, president of Simmons College of Kentucky. That is true. An executive order issued by the White House on September 3rd declared, "It is the policy of my administration to advance education, equality, excellence, and economic opportunity in a partnership with the HBCUs, and to ensure that these vital institutions of higher learning have the resources and support to continue to thrive for generations to come." They're not going to thrive because you are cutting the budget. It's amazing he wants to. These Democrats are just as much scumbags as the Republican Party. Okay? Just as much. And the fact that, Biden is showing his true colors. That's it. He's showing his true colors. He is basically crapping on the HBCUs, crapping on black Americans who voted for him. Just basically, that's what he's doing. Okay? Anytime that blacks try to bring up, their needs for education, it's always the Democratic Party trying to make it as if everybody needs it. Now, I'm not saying that everybody don't, but you see with the Democratic Party with Joe Biden, he gives all the money for Afghan immigrants. Okay? You want to bring these Afghans in here. You have, like I said before, 2 of them committed sexual offenses, okay, against kids. The other one beat his wife. You're bringing in a culture of people that it's okay to molest children and beat women, okay? Understand that, okay? And he gives them, or this culture, these people, all this money. Yet when it comes to the HBCUs, blacks who are in this country, who voted for him, he slashes the budget from $45 billion to $2 billion. This is the Biden administration. And Trump was for the HBCUs. Okay. Now Trump got his dirt too. Okay. Don't get me wrong. And you're seeing what's going on now. You see what's going on. You see that racism is going to be allowed to take place even harder under the Biden administration. He has plainly shown that he is not going to do a damn thing for blacks. Plainly shown. No reparations. Okay. Not to give him a check, but to put more into the HBCUs. Help with the schools, inner city schools. He's not doing any of that. And it's sad that blacks are still going to try and support Joe Biden. Even though he has a horrible track record now. Horrible. He started out horrible, especially with this Afghanistan situation. Abandoned Americans there. Leaving U.S. military-grade weapons for the hands of the Taliban. Freedom fighters from Afghanistan had to leave Afghanistan because Biden broke his promise. And now he's breaking his promise with the blacks who voted for him. And it's sad that this is how it is. This is how it is. Both sides are racist. Tell you now. And I think the HBCUs have to find some way to get their money than from the Biden administration. And the thing is like blacks, I've talked to blacks who, when this election was, election for Trump to be reelected or to be put, or the presidency was going to be given onto Biden. And when Biden was making the Biden administration was making these crazy racist campaign slogans like "Take your booty to the poll," and blacks were still for him. Okay? Blacks were still for him. Get your booty to the poll. What does that tell you? It tells you that they just think of blacks as sex-crazed deviants who have no common sense, who just want things from the government. That's what it tells me as a black person. That's what it tells me. And I would not vote for Biden. Imagine if he did that with Jews. Imagine if he did that with Asians. Imagine if he did that with Indians. Okay? And did some snide racial stereotype with them. He would have been finished. He wouldn't dare do that to Jews. He wouldn't dare do that to the Asians. Wouldn't dare do that to the Japanese. Wouldn't dare do that with the gays. But you're going to do it to the blacks. But unfortunately, the black community can't see that. Very few can. And those who do, they get called, oh, you a sellout. You're a race traitor. You're not cool. That's why I put it in in my Bigolive, Biden pimp slaps blacks. And that's what he did. And the foolishness of many blacks who will even think of file for a bill to even study for reparations, a bill to study if blacks need reparations. This is how brainwashed and dumb you got blacks on the left. Oh, you got some on the right. They're just as dumb. A bill to study that. There was no bill. Funny, there was no bill that the Democrats put out there to study the oppressions of what have happened to Japanese who were put in internment camps for their reparations. Or there was no bill to study what the Jews went through during World War II. None of that. But they put it for the black people. They put it for blacks just to mock them. Unfortunately, they're still going to go and probably vote for Kamala Harris if something happens to Biden. I'll still vote Democrat. That's the sad part of it all. Sad, man. It really is. Sickening. It's disgusting. But that's how it is. Okay? The black community is like a woman being sold a dream by a man who really has no intentions of fulfilling his promises with her. He gets what he wants, has her ankles on his shoulders. He does his business, then gets up. She asks for payment. He says, maybe next year, maybe next time. That's what it is. Maybe next year, maybe next time. And then he comes back again and does the same thing. It's like, that's how it is. Blacks vote Democrat. Nothing really changes. Come back after another 4 years. Come back, make false promises. Same scenario continues. And that's it. That's really what it's about. That's what happens. That is what happens. Okay? I mean, the Republican Party, they're in your face. At least the racism is in your face, Democrats play nice, have some trinkets that don't really matter, and they do it behind your back. Or if you ask directly, the only time you really will see the racism if you ask directly that you want tangibles. You want something real. I don't want Black Lives Matter put on a sidewalk. I don't want the name of somebody killed in police brutality to have a corner named after them. I don't want that. I want actual tangibles. I want better schools, trade schools put back into black high schools. I want home ec. I want automotive mechanics put back in high schools. That's what I want in the black community. I want trade schools put in the black community so we can compete. That's what I want. Oh, we're not going to give you that. Oh, cool. No vote for you then. No vote for you. That's how it should be. And you do that with the Republicans too. Oh, you ain't going to give me what I want? No vote for you either. I bet you all that money he slashed from the HBCUs is going to the Afghans. That money's going to the Afghans. That's what's going to happen. That's what's happening. And no black people are challenging him at all. Not challenging him, not doing nothing. Just letting it happen. And it's sad. It's sad what's going on. And it's going to keep going that way for a long time. But it is what it is. All right. Check me out on Bigolive, on live streams. Check me out on Podbean, HardTalkRadio. Check me out on Anchor.fm as well. For some reason, they don't want me to say the other platform that I'm on. I don't know why, but that's YouTube for you. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. What do you think about Biden slashing the budget for the HBCUs? Like, share, comment, and subscribe.